Hello guys, my name is Mari Roman and I'm located in São Paulo, Brazil. I have a degree in law school and I'm almost 10 years working as with body work here in Brazil. And then I had this call to work with a tantric massage here in Brazil, the classical tantric massage. And then I was introduced in Taoist Tantric massage for someone that has training with Barbara Corellas in New York. I had this training, professional training here in Brazil after many others workshops and trainings that I joined here in Brazil. And I felt in love, and I am a kind of person that I felt obsessed, like observing every school and reading. I love to read and to observe the results of my researches and observing all this world of energy, of magical energy that was introduced to me, and that I was just so in love, how impact and on my clients, in different kind of clients, ages and different types of bodies and different types of issues, men and women. And as a scientist, I was observing the results from the techniques I was learning. And each session I was working with, I was observing the results. And then after all these years, until now, 2024, I had 5,000 sessions. 2 years ago, I went to New York to join Barbara Corellas on Urban Tantra training, and it was amazing. And also I had opportunity to study the method of Mantak, the Taoist techniques. And I had opportunity to meet Christopher Willis and Ronald Fuchs and other important people here in Brazil. And working a lot. And I only work with body work since 2016. And I can tell you that all this experience that I had, always observing in details, how could I improve my technique, my own technique? I was creating my own strokes because I was searching online. How could I put something more on my sessions? New strokes, new points, new forms, new things to do on my sessions to make it special for my clients. Because for me, really, I wanted to make it something like a ritual, but outstanding ritual. Like, first, I want to achieve the goddess inside of me, using the power that I have in my imagination, and using the manipulation of my own energy and the techniques that I created, and then I studied and I read and I created. And then after making my client understands what is my proposal with this breathing exercises and surrender state of mind and body, create this atmosphere to try to achieve this vital energy inside of him and increase and make it spread all over his body or her body, and then connect to universe. And then I made this Taoist Tantric massage session even special than it was taught to me. So I have this Taoist Tantric session, and then I have another one that I created by myself. It's called Brazilian Nuru Massage. It's a body-to-body massage. It's just the same as this first one. The first one I started with the Taoist techniques to relax and prepare the body of my client and to open all the points all over his body from the feet to his head. And I connect with his body and I begin to open the channels of this vital energy. And then I use this like a dance of Tai Chi Chuan, and achieving this energy, I spread the energy all over his body. And after all that, the genital massage. So this is the first one, Taoist Tantric massage. The second one is Brazilian Nuru Massage. Why Brazilian Nuru Massage? Because we Brazilians, we have this art, like bossa nova, like samba, like carnival, like soccer. So I had this idea to use this Nuru. Nuru is a technique, a Japanese technique that means slippery, where body-to-body massage with a kind of oil. I use oil, neutral oil, like baby oil. I prefer that. It's even good for the skin. And the sensation is very, very good, even for the genitals too. So I start the relaxing, as the same of the Taoist. And after all the preparation of the body, before the genital massage, I become naked and I use the points of energy, so the chakras, the heart chakra, and here and here. And like a hug, as slippery as I can, I slice on the back of my client, but using this manipulation of my own energy on the points of his back. And like a dance, embracing and hugging and using the weight and the movement and this connection. And after that, using my breasts to my with my heart chakra, I receive his lingam, the genital, the male genital, like a form of recognized as a divine and very important as a respect as much as respect it deserves, because from it the life becomes right. And then I start the genital massage. So not at all my purpose when I try to use some elements of Nuru Massage is not to stimulate the pornography or just to sexualize my session, or even to stimulate my client to touch me, or even to sell some sexual service as a common thing that couples and regular people used to do. This is nothing special at all. It's not my point. I want to do something really special as a goddess, as I feel like I am. And a session like a goddess as I feel like I am. I don't sell sexual services. So, must be something very special. And dark tantra. Dark tantra, no, there is not relaxation techniques and strokes, because my idea, of course, there is some texts about dark tantra, and I had this idea to create a session that mix fetish and light fetish and sensual techniques and seduction and sensuality and making possible some fetish to make it come true, and some fantasies to come true in the beginning of the session. So imagine that there are some fantasies or fetish that my client has, so I can make them come true in the beginning, if it is okay for me and if it is okay for him, and respecting the limits of sanity, security, and consensuality. Okay? If it is okay with these three things, so it's okay to do it. And then I want to use these elements to increase this kundalini, this seduction, the sexual energy. And then I will use some surprise elements that I will not tell him, but I can guarantee him that will be pleasurable, because I want him to trust me, of course. So I need to know first what is pleasurable for him, what will not be pleasurable, what is his limits, where I can go until where, and to know how can I handle with the session. And I will use some elements to bring some like sensations on his skin, but good sensations, and like, oh my God, what she's using now on my back, that feels good, what it is, oh, interesting, what is she's using now, it's so soft, I am feeling chills. What it is? Oh, now it's warm. Oh my God, now it's cold. Oh my God, now it feels different. What it is? So different things, different sensations, and he will not know what it is because I will use blindfolds. And I will use a lot of creativity. And after all these different kinds of stimulation using all this creativity, I will start the Brazilian Nuru Massage using my own body to bring all this stimulation. Very sexy, very sensual, very seductive, and also using sexy clothes, sexy dress codes, and using sexy music and sexy like candles and light. And then the genital techniques, genital massage with the tantric techniques. So the idea is from the beginning, that's why I don't use relaxing massage. It's from the beginning, I start seducing with sensuality and this erotic and sensual experience, but not using kisses or oral sex or penetration. No, this is obvious. No news at all. This is regular services. No. I want to make the guy beg for mercy. Please, let me come. So I want to bring him or her to his or her limits of pleasure. That's the idea. Is to play and to make this pleasure last as long as possible, increasing as much as we can. Can you understand? Because in my opinion, in regular relations, in regular sex, everything happens so fast. In 10 minutes, even less, or 5 or 3 minutes. If you're lucky enough, maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And always the same things happen. Kissing here and there, and that's all. And we don't play, and we don't feel, and we don't imagine. We don't use our imagination. We don't feel our bodies anymore. We don't play with our ears, with our backs, with our necks, with our legs, with our hairs, with our bodies. So with our smells, with our tongues, with our lips, with food, with nails, with many things. So let's use imagination. That's my invitation for you. And this is how I teach my students. And this is how I do with my clients. Men, women, or couple. And that's how my so creative, I'm sorry, my English, sometimes I miss the words. I have this mind that create so with so much imagination inside my mind. And I'm always thinking like that. How can I improve these sessions? How can I improve relationships? How can I improve pleasure? How can I improve for women? Because I am a woman, so I know how women feel. I work with men, so I can tell how can men could feel more pleasure. So I have a point. And that's how I created some new things. Because in my opinion, there are so many old schools teaching, many schools teaching all the same things, not renewing any techniques. And I wanted to bring in some new techniques, because I had this opportunity until now, 5,000 opportunities, observing and really paying attention to know how can I improve. And I'm pretty sure that in the near future, I will be even better than I am today. So I invite you to come with me in this path of making even better our moments with clients or not clients, our private lives. Let's make it even better, okay? Because I never stop. Thank you so much for listening to me until now. And sorry for my English. Take care. Bye-bye.